Zimbabwe is witnessing one of the most important political moments in recent years, and the focus right now is on the future leadership of the country. President Emerson Mnangagwa remains at the center of national politics, but attention is also turning to what comes next and who could eventually take over when the time comes. As things stand, discussions around leadership continuity and the future direction of Zimbabwe are becoming more important every day. Government leaders continue to focus on economic growth, investment, infrastructure development, mining expansion, agriculture, and improving opportunities for citizens. At the same time, many Zimbabweans are closely watching how the country's political future will unfold. One of the biggest developments is the growing attention being given to potential future leaders. For a long time, many people believed the path was already clear. Vice President Constantino Chiwenga has often been viewed as one of the strongest figures in Zimbabwean politics because of his experience in government and his history in national leadership. But politics can change very quickly. Today, new names are appearing in national conversations, and this has created fresh interest across the country. Suddenly, attention is no longer focused on just one possible future leader. More individuals are now being discussed as influential figures who could play major roles in Zimbabwe's future. And that is what makes this story so interesting. The political landscape is becoming more dynamic, and every new development attracts attention from citizens who want to know where the country is heading next. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this update, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any Zimbabwe news and updates. Your support helps us continue bringing you these stories every day. Now, let's continue. One thing that stands out is that Zimbabwe's future leadership discussion is happening while the country continues to work on important economic goals. Mining remains a key sector. Agriculture continues to play a major role. Infrastructure projects are moving forward in different parts of the country. Investors are also paying close attention to developments because political stability often influences economic confidence. For ordinary citizens, the most important question is simple. Who will be able to continue building the economy while also creating more opportunities for young people, workers, entrepreneurs, farmers, and businesses? That question is becoming more important every day. Across towns and cities, many people are paying attention to every political move because they understand that today's decisions could influence tomorrow's opportunities. The reason this story has captured attention is because Zimbabwe has experienced major political transitions before. History has shown that political events can sometimes move faster than expected. A situation that looks certain today can look very different tomorrow. That is why every major political development now attracts national attention. Every important meeting, every major speech, every key appointment, every important government announcement, everything is being watched closely because people want to understand what the future may look like. At the same time, there is growing interest in leaders who have strong connections to business, investment, and economic development. Many citizens believe that economic growth should remain a top priority, regardless of who eventually leads the country in the future. This is where the conversation becomes even more interesting. Zimbabwe is a country with enormous potential. It has rich natural resources, a hard-working population, strong agricultural capabilities, and a strategic position within Southern Africa. Many citizens hope that future leaders will continue focusing on development, job creation, infrastructure improvement, and attracting investment. As a result, discussions about leadership are often linked directly to discussions about the economy. People want to know who can create opportunities. People want to know who can attract investment. People want to know who can support businesses. People want to know who can improve livelihoods. These are the questions many citizens are asking today. If you have reached this point in the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us reach more viewers who enjoy Zimbabwe news and political updates. Thank you for your support. Now, another important thing to understand is that leadership discussions are not only about individuals, they are also about vision. Citizens want to know what the future plan looks like. What will happen with jobs? What will happen with development projects? What will happen with investment? What will happen with youth opportunities? What will happen with education? What will happen with infrastructure? These questions matter because they affect everyday life. For many Zimbabweans, the future is not just about politics. It is about improving living standards and creating opportunities for the next generation. That is why interest in future leadership continues to grow. Meanwhile, government officials continue to emphasize stability and development. Supporters believe stability is important because it allows long-term projects to continue without interruption. They argue that consistency can help attract investors and support economic growth. Others believe leadership renewal is also important because it can bring fresh ideas and new approaches to solving challenges. Both perspectives continue to shape the national conversation. What makes the current situation unique is that there is no single answer that everyone agrees on. Different people have different views. Different groups have different priorities. Different communities have different expectations. And all of this contributes to a very active and interesting political environment. As the months go by, more developments are expected, more announcements, more meetings, more discussions, more political activity, and with each development, attention will continue to grow. Zimbabweans understand that the future direction of the country will be influenced by decisions being made today. That is why every major event attracts interest. Every major statement attracts attention. Every major development becomes part of the national story. For now, one thing is clear. Zimbabwe remains focused on development, economic growth, and national progress. At the same time, interest in future leadership continues to increase. The road ahead may still have many chapters left to unfold, but citizens across the country will continue paying close attention as events develop. And that is why this story remains one of the biggest discussions in Zimbabwe today. Nobody can predict the future with complete certainty. Nobody knows exactly how the next chapter will unfold. But what we do know is that Zimbabwe's political journey is entering another important period, and many eyes are watching closely. As new developments emerge, we will continue bringing you the latest updates, the latest analysis, and the latest stories that matter. Before we end this part, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video with friends and family, and turn on notifications so you never miss any important Zimbabwe news updates. The story is still developing, and there is much more to discuss about the future of Zimbabwe, the key figures involved, and what the next chapter could mean for the country.